interestingly, I won't get into like the physics of it. Ultimately, what they came to the conclusion of is that the past is just as much created as the future is from the present moment.
Oof, yeah. That's a mind bender. Okay, so then for
Yeah.
somebody who's listening, it feels like the obvious, question is then is the past, like, can we change the past in the present moment?
Oh, puppy. Yeah, I
Is
mean,
the past rigid? Is it
mm,
already, because to anyone who has a memory or anyone who's experienced trauma, they're like,
mhm.
that's real, that happened, that's a moment in time, that's the past. And to think that the past is as impacted by the present moment as the future, that opens a lot of possibility in how we relate to whatever that memory is.
Yeah, it's very trippy. And again,
Mhm.
I'm not saying I have all the answers here, but from what I understand and have experienced, it's not that the past doesn't exist. Like it exists because it's been observed. And your
Mm.
observation point, we have to remember, is always the present moment. Like that's where everything is happening. The past is imaginative from the perspective of the present moment. So what they're saying is that yes, it happened and there's a certain coherence to the past, right? But it's a lot of it can be because we are observing it from the present moment. So if we go really zoomed out to kind of get out of any human level biases and like you mentioned trauma that starts to get really prickly, right? Because we have an emotion charged around it. But if you zoom way out to the cosmological perspective, that means that as we become aware or interact with elements of the universe, the past is being created through that. I'm just saying what they said.
Like, I'm just the messenger. Okay.
So you can try and stretch that possibility, that theory. Remember, this is theoretical, as far as you'd like to. I think it's really interesting to think, and it makes a lot of sense from a certain perspective. If you truly believe in presence, that this moment is the only moment that we ever have, then as much as we are focusing on creating our future, which is always that's why we do so much work on identifying what it is that you want to feel in your future and feeling it now, because this is where you create from. There could be a powerful possibility that I don't think we have really tried on yet to create our past. And I do understand, don't get me wrong,